Is this music coming from the game?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
One soul seeks
Pledges their soul friendship to another.
to another. So yeah, I'm starting recording, and welcome to this episode of Fargonauts. We're playing Legend of Dragoon. It's a Sony PlayStation 1, like it's a Sony produced RPG, so it's not from like a Square Enix or Konami thing. It's straight up Sony. This is kind of like a, what did we call it before, Broadshow?
What?
What is that, Tiernanog?
Mystic Knights of Tiernanog, dude?
It's exactly like that. It's like very anime. So it's like everybody's assigned a color, and they have like their archetype and things like that. So you
It's like
play
Super Sentai, kind of.
Super Sentai, yeah, very much. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. I played this a lot when I was little, and I mean, I have a save file on my original PlayStation, and then I transported that to my PS3, so I could just play the last level, and I'm like grinding my characters up because there's a cool gimmick in this game where you it's like button pressing at the correct time to get more damage on the enemy. So it's like a quick time event, kind of, but you just press X every time.
This right here.
Yeah, go ahead.
This right here is exactly what I would have, part of what I want from a PS1 era RPG is a pre-rendered CGI cutscene like this.
Yeah, this music really brings me back too. It's really sleepy sounding, but it's like there's destruction happening. So it's like, is this a dream? What is happening? It doesn't seem menacing. It's like,
From that little intro cutscene and this right here, I'm like in the mood so far. I'm down for a legend, Like,
sure.
Tell me a good fantasy story.
This is her. Give me the ball. Put the ball on her head.
Here, pachinko.
Open your mouth.
I got this for 25 cents in a vending machine.
Oh my gosh, the moonlight shines on the ball.
That's like a bigger ball.
Wow. Her head reacts to the
Ball
ball.
magic.
He's like, whoa, that's fucked up.
Eric, I don't know how much you saw of that Star Wars story that I posted.
A little bit.
There's a droid in there whose name is D3PO.
Yeah.
And I was like, Eric's going to love that because, at some point, somebody's going to be like, what's the D stand for? D's nuts.
Dude.
That is not your concern.
It's like you try to repair them, but you can't just find what's missing. And you're like, what's missing? These nuts. Got all the bolts there. You're just missing the nuts. You're missing these nuts.
It would be even better if the droid was programmed to have that response or something where you could just be like, hey, what's the D stand for? D's nuts.
These nuts and bolts.
Response.
What are you guys up to?
Oh, hey, dude.
Legend of Dragoon.
We're playing some RPG
No
stuff.
way. I love this game.
Oh, really? I'm the only one in this Discord right now that has played this.
Oh my
But now
god.
that you're here, you can talk about it if you
All four
want.
discs. It was 3 or 4 discs, wasn't it?
It was. I have my disc still.
Whoa.
It's 4. I think.
Yeah, it's cool.
Jeez.
Oh, this was so much fun.
I don't remember another 4-disc game for... Because Final Fantasy VII was only 3 discs, right?
I'm not sure. I could have swore it was... I mean, a PC, there was a lot of multi-disc games that I remember playing, but...
Yeah. PS1, there was like Brave Fency Musashi. There was stuff that had like other discs with bonus stuff.
Yeah, I know. I really wanted to get into Xenogears. That's a great one. There's a whole Xeno saga, like just Xenogears and.
I bought Xenoblade for Xenoblade Chronicles. I don't know if that has anything to do with the same universe or not.
It kind of is, yeah. They carried it over in some way, the universe, to PS2, but like Xenogears was like the OG great one. So here's our character. His name is Dart. I'm sure that's ripe for calling him Fart or something, you know.
Shark.
It's probably a reference to the Three Musketeers, I would imagine.
Oh, really? How's that?
D'Artagnan.
D'Artagnan?
Okay.
Isn't he the young lad who like
D'Artagnan.
joins up with the Musketeers and learns their ways of battle and
Yep.
honor?
Yep.
So
Is that Chris O'Donnell from the movie?
Yep.
Oh, look at those graphics for PS1 right there.
I have not seen that movie in decades.
With Oliver Platt and who else is in that movie?
Kiefer Sutherland, wasn't he in that?
Kiefer? Wasn't John
I'm on
Malkovich? Wasn't John Malkovich?
Malkovich.
Yeah. He was in like I remember the Three Musketeers in the movie Man in the Iron Mask with Leo.
I never saw that one. Oh,
It's,
nice.
it's Charlie Sheen, Kiefer Sutherland,
What
Oliver
is?
Platt, Chris O'Donnell, Tim Curry.
Tim Curry. Wow.
Oh, I miss Chris O'Donnell. Whatever happened to that fella?
He was on an NCIS for a long time.
Yeah, I was
Or
going to
a
say
CSI. It's like a CSI or an NCIS, one of those.
some procedural.
Yeah. What was he on? NCIS Los Angeles.
So
I think
are
it
you
might.
actually controlling the character here? Or are you
Not
just-
here. No, this is just
These are all cutscenes. Yeah.
Dart's running away from Frey Brand. Just a dang monster. It's coming. Back off, you.
Yeah. NCIS Los Angeles started in 2009 and it's still going. So.
Good,
He's still
at
on
work. He's still making money. Good for him.
it. Yeah.
Who are you? Shush.
Except it's ending this year. So.
Oh, rip. He's got to look for work again.
Yep. Big rip. Sorry, Chris.
Well, that's the thing. I've noted a lot of actors that are in those positions when they're on a long-running series. They eventually migrate into directing some of the episodes, and then they just like, oh, I can direct things now. That's on my rap sheet, you know?
Right.
Big
What
William
the heck
Shatner.
was that? It's a dragon. Dragon?
So like directing TV is like different. It's weird.
But that makes sense though. If you're somebody who's been working in the industry, especially as an actor, where you're like literally in the middle of everything, you've been exposed to so many facets of a production that hopefully by a certain point you do understand how it all comes together.
Well, and you know the story, you know the characters. I mean, Breaking Bad is a good example. Like some of the actors from that directed episodes, and even
Bryan Cranston or Barry. Like the entire last season is being directed by Bill Hader.
Yeah. It's co-written by him too, so he knows it back and front.
Yeah, it's his show.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like he's the director for every episode of the last season, and or like Bryce Dallas Howard.
Well, like
started in acting, moved to directing.
Right. From what I've heard from certain things, is like the shows. I mean, the producers, the like head writer, producer, or whatever, executive producer is kind of like the head honcho. The director kind of just helps move things along a little bit more. It's less conceptual like a movie director is, you know?
Yeah, I would imagine so. They're more like the person on the day who's helping move things along instead of the whole kind of show.
Yeah.
And that's that's interesting too, because then what happens when you have like different directors for different episodes of the same season?
So I was gonna say, it's like most TV shows, there's almost a different director every episode. So it's like,
unless it's like, fucking, you know, How I Met Your Mother, or like some sitcom like that.
well, even then, there's multiple directors for that too.
Yeah, but I mean, I know that like back in the day, they would definitely have people have like tenure where they would just do like as many
like
seasons.
The rare situation is like James Burrows, who directed like most of Cheers. But not like all of it. But like Jimmy Burrow's been hopping around on goddamn near every big sitcom to do an episode or two, multicam sitcom. But like, yeah, it's because you'll see most shits are different directors. Like I said, the like executive producers / showrunners are almost like the actual directors, and like the directors help kind of move things along and make sure it gets, obviously offer like blocking and shit like that, but like it's less conceptual than, like I said, than movies. And oh shit, dude.
You can tell that he's the protagonist because he's red and his hair.
His hair, yeah.
Yeah. Primary color,
Oh,
big dumb hair.
it's all Red Dead. Sweet.
Huh. Okay. So, out of curiosity, I just because we're talking about like legacy or like history and directors and shit.
Yeah,
I looked up the directors for I Love Lucy.
yeah.
Guess how many there were between 51 and 57?
Well,
6.
3.
Desi Arnaz and who?
Desi was not one of them for I
Oh,
Love
really?
Lucy, at least.
I think he was just a producer, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was a producer
Yeah,
for sure.
executive producer, but
I
Uh,
watched
thought
the
he was
show.
always
I
directing
watched
stuff.
that TV show.
I watched the show. I loved Lucy as well.
I love
Um,
that. Yeah,
No, I
Desi
watched that
Lucy.
show that they did with was it Nicole Kidman and
And Javier Bardem.
Yeah, that was-
did.
that was all right. It was just dark.
Remember back in like the 90s and kind of early 2000s when there was like a slew of TV movies that were about former TV.
Yeah.
Like there was a movie about the Brady Bunch. There was a movie about like the
The monkeys. There was a
Partridge
monkeys
Family.
one.
Yeah, there was like
Yeah.
a bunch.
And then like VH1 had like movies that rock, which were like a bunch of movies like that. They had one on like Def Leppard and like shit like that.
I don't remember a ton of those movies, but I remember movies that rock. I just don't remember the movies themselves.
Yeah, for some reason the only one I'm remembering off the top of my head is the fucking Def Leppard one.
Was Moonwalker ever included in that?
No, like they were like specifically for that block.
Where the hell would that play? Like MTV?
VH1.
If
Or what? The
Moonwalker, like if that played on
Oh.
TV, do you think that would be MTV?
Moonwalker? Maybe back in the day, maybe. I don't know.
Because that was the
behind
only
music.
place I ever saw Moonwalker was like rarely on TV.
Well, it's not a real beloved
Yeah,
movie.
yeah. It was definitely like during the time when MJ was still alive and popular.
They did one of
Yeah.
the Jackson 5 too, a TV movie.
Yeah, yep, the Jackson 5 TV
Dude.
movie. I remember that.
We got to get more of those. Like, give me a Alf, give me a Mork and Mindy, give me a Columbo. Give like,
Mm.
oh, they should start doing that for modern television shows. Like, do one about Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Get an actor to play Kit Harington, who's playing Kit Harington, who's playing Jon Snow on the show Game of Thrones.
Yeah, how much time has to pass before we can start doing that to shows?
I say depends on the show.
Like, would it be 90s right now? We can start doing that. Like 90s shows, we can start doing
Well,
that.
I would say that at this day and age, you would expect to start seeing stuff about like, oh, The Sopranos or The Wire or
Full House
or maybe CSI or NCIS or Law and Order. Or, yeah, well, didn't we? Wasn't there a Full House one?
No,
Fuller House.
that was a sequel. Yeah,
but
I
like,
guess yeah. I'm just
they
thinking
made
about
like
the,
a behind the scenes. Well, I think they actually did.
didn't they?
A Full House one. I think they
I
did.
feel like they did.
Did they?
What do you even call those? Like they're not biographic. Some of them are, but they're dramatic.
Yeah, it's like the story of
Dramatizations.
Yeah,
Almost,
it's such a
yeah.
weird specific thing. It's like here's the story of the fucking actors behind the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, I just remember the monkeys one because it was
Here's
like
the story of some normal people.
the history of like how they were formulated, like how the band was put together from like
Yeah.
executives at a studio, and they're like, hey, here, I know you guys are kind of musicians and you're wanting to do this, but we want to fight, the British invasion with our own dudes.
It's the second American Revolution.
Yeah, it's like through music and goofball antics.
We're gonna throw you boys in the Boston Harbor. Why? I don't know, Tea Party or some shit. Can you play music underwater?
Oh, dude, fucking the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 30th anniversary special is up tonight.
Ooh, nice.
Once and always.
I watched
Well, it's
Quantum
up
Medium tonight. That was bad.
Did you?
Oh my god, that was not good.
The Ant-Man movie, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like why spend the money?
They
It
had
was
to.
just, like I said, that we talked about it on here before, where it was like, they give a very, very loose storyline for the Ant-Man peoples, and then spend the whole movie really just focusing on Kang,
Mhm.
and then that's about it.
Yeah, now Jonathan Majors is like in trouble.
Yeah.
So rip his career being Kang the Conqueror.
Yeah, at this point he's still cast, but
I mean,
Did you
it's Disney. Even if he's innocent, they aren't going to touch him anymore.
So, Tyler, did you just heal when you use the defend command?
Yep.
Oh, interesting.
And there's no magic in this game other than items you use as magic. It's kind of weird.
The
So,
Dragoon
like, see
armor.
that burnout? That's actually a fire magic that anybody can use, but you
Sure.
only want to use it with a certain team member that has a high magic stat, which is kind of funky.
Oh, it's not like a high fire stat versus a high like water stat or something.
Yeah, I mean, everybody has like their own proficiencies. Like,
Volcano.
yeah, that's a new addition, which is I can press more buttons while I attack.
Oh, I see. Does it build upon the buttons you're already pressing?
I'll show you. But yeah,
So instead of just like one press, you're pressing this and then something else now.
in like a sequence, like a really fun,
But
rhythm.
Yeah, late game, it gets really intricate and it's super cool.
but if you wanted to, could you still do like the first level one and just?
And it actually
Nice.
is cool because when you get the first level one, you do it a certain amount of times. Like I think it scales. So if you keep the first level one and you keep doing it and doing it and doing it, it becomes
yeah.
more damage.
doing it and doing it and doing it well.
Doing it well. You have to do it well. And then
I don't even know what that is.
same with it's
Oh,
just a
song.
song. Yeah.
Well, yes, I know it's a song, but like,
It's the hook of a song, I guess.
Yeah.
oh,
Only
now
part of
I
that song
understand.
people remember.
Doing it and doing it and doing it well.
Yep.
But yeah, I'll show you. And I went to the pause screen, but the pause screen is like one of the best jams of this game. It's so like
Tyler, your
relaxing and
cursor's
chill.
on the screen and I hate it.
Is it?
Wait, I don't see any dogs.
Listen to this.
Can't hear shit.
Oh hell yeah, that's a great menu. Like when you're spending time, just jamming out.
I should maybe turn.
So here's
On also
additions.
GoldenEye.
So level 1, you do it's addition 1. So it's like add 1. It's just one button press or like one extra button press, and then the SP you get from it is 35. Damage you do is 150, and then next level, like so when I hit 20, it'll go to level 2 and it'll do a little bit more damage.
What is SP though? Because I see
SP
like
is
at
like
the top.
is your gauge.
Special?
Yeah, it's like a special gauge you have to get your Dragoon to activate. So eventually SP is going to like accrue when you get throughout the game, like everybody gets their own Dragoon armor.
Yeah, like
And
I see
then-
like the LV up there, zero SP out of 0.
So it just you gain that much SP per time using that addition. So yeah, Volcano is just 3 presses, and I think I'm just going to go with that because that's a good one to have in your arsenal because it scales really well. And then it's really weird. You only have a certain like allotted amounts of items you can use, which it's like not unlimited like in most RPGs. So you have to really be like scrutinizing of like how many magic things you want, how many healing things you want. It's weird.
It was a very unforgiving RPG, but it was fun.
I loved it. I mean, it's one of the ones I really stuck with, and yeah, played to the completion and got like all the secret levels, fought the secret, bosses, and
I think I only did a single playthrough, and that was it. Because it was borrowing the game from a friend.
I still have my OG copy on PS1 along with Soul Reaver, Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. And then I have like Final Fantasy 7 and 8.
So we had a Vintage Fest in Fargo this last weekend, and it was mostly closed. Like 90% of it was closed. But there's a couple booths that had like video games and whatnot. And some guy had a Sega Saturn, and then he had sealed copies or like resealed copies, but they were just enclosed. But a Monster Rancher for PlayStation,
Jeez.
and I fucking $200 for it, and I was like, oh god. Now, I tried to talk him down to $150 for his Sega Saturn, and he wouldn't take.
What was he asking for it?
He wanted $200. And I'm like, come on, man.
That's not that much of a like.
I know. I wasn't really at like. He's just like it was the start, like near the start of the show, and he's like, no. I bet he went home with it.
Yeah. Man in Hood. Yeah, this is a notorious RPG that some of the dialogue doesn't fit, or the localization was kind of off. So they might sound a little weird when they talk. Oh, bye-bye, guy.
Bye-bye, guy.
Alright. Enter the forest. And it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
You can see that little arrow above my guy. It'll turn red soon here. And that means like soon I'm gonna run into an encounter, which is kind of nice. So you don't get like freaked out every time like you get hit.
Yeah, it's nice that it tells you that.
And I usually like to buy a lot of the magic stuff right off the bat because it does way more damage than my additions at this point. So I usually get some burnouts. And I save them for like a boss. No thanks. Goodbye. Berserk mouse.
Volcano!
Volcano! Sounds really dumb or like try hard when he's doing that.
Hit this bird.
Well, like I said, very anime because, in every anime it's like Kamehameha. It's like you have to say every attack you're doing, Volcano! Super punch! It's just a staple of like, even like didn't like Yu Yu Hakusho do stuff like that? Like all the moves that they would do, they would say them before they did them.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z and all that shit.
Yeah. I just remember like the finger gun kind of thing.
The finger guns. Pew pew pew. So to give you an update, ChatGPT can't really handle replicating Yoda's speech pattern very well.
Oh.
Yeah.
It kind of just like cuts out words and dumbs it down in a way that you can see that it's trying, but it really doesn't get it.
Sure.
I like how you're only doing like single digits of damage and you're only getting like 20 gold and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look, a baby Yoda.
Sometimes in RPGs you start out and you're still doing like 100+ damage, or you're getting like you just have. It's a weird scaling sometimes. I feel like.
He has a lot of weird ones later on. He's like, burning rush. Or he goes, blazing dynamo. They're all like fire puns or fire-based things, so it's goofy and weird.
Why can't he say the name of the enemy? I want to hear him say, Assassin Cock.
Assassin cock.
Assassin Cock.
Goblin.
Oh, it tells you the total.
Monkey.
Monkey!
Yeah, hit Corey with it.
Monkey!
Where am I?
Oh, wait. Was she a great big fat person?
What the fuck? I haven't looked through all mine yet.
We've got Dennis Hopper and
Emotional damage!
I'm having an emotional moment from a flashback here.
it's good for an RPG.
Yeah. Oh no.
Emotional damage.
Leave Shanna alone.
Leave my face alone. It's only got so many polygons. Hang in there. I'll get you out from there. There.
Oh, I have one of my servers is actually utilizing this, and they have a few of them.
Bruh.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Oh no.
Hello?
Oh, do you see that?
See what?
You have to, sometimes they'll do a counter, so you have to press the circle button to
Oh.
continue the addition.
At first, because the symbol in the middle of the screen is a square, I thought that was the button you were pressing.
Yeah, it throws you off a little bit, but it's like you're waiting for the square to get in there. Oh, look at these meteors. They're like shooting me with guns.
Shooting you, and then they crush into you for 3 damage.
Yeah, this game was definitely the whole like, hit the button at the right moment. They had the little mini games you play when you're actually doing some of your Dragoon special moves too.
Yep. And you can eventually get enough points or SP in your Dragoon armor to like summon your color dragon to like annihilate whoever you're fighting for emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Oh no. I'm not gonna guard. Whatever. Berserk mouse. I'm gonna kill you.
I'm not. Whatever. I don't care about this stupid rabbit.
Okay now.
Okay, no.
It's like burned into my Eustachian tubes, whatever the equivalent of a retina is for ears. But it's like I can listen to Dart talking and say his weird additions in my sleep. Enter the prison. A Dagron.
I love this art. Like this kind of stuff, I could just look at a still frame and be impressed.
Yeah, you can see the subtle parallaxing in the background of the waves. It's kind of cool.
The smoke rising off of it. Yeah, like I've never even played the game, And just looking at that makes me feel nostalgic.
It's good art style. I like pre-rendered and the little pixel. Like you can see Dart's little hand twitch a little bit.
His arms.
Bart.
Fart.
Mm.
Fartanian.
Shark. Shartanian, dude.
Shartanian.
Lower the bridge. Now.
You'd suspect this to be like another part of the world where if you run around, you'll just run into a battle. But actually,
Yeah.
you have to actually run into a physical like person to ignite or start a battle. So you can like route them around and not like they'll chase
Never
you.
fight anybody.
Yeah, you could try to not fight anybody.
Sick, dude.
That's the best.
Pacifist run.
Here we go.
Use it, dude.
Just fucking jam, dude. Just jam to this music.
So you can have three
Seems like
party
some-
members?
Seems like something that Peter Gabriel would have released in the 1980s.
I want you to shock the monkey and then listen to my Legend of Dragoon.
Yeah.
Monkey.
Shuck the monkey. The other part of that movie that's always been burned into my brain is when they do the like super close up on his eyes at the very end, and he's like, "Ba-bop."
Oh yeah, the ba-bomb whisper. Yeah. Ba-bomb. He sold it though. He sold that. You know. That,
Yeah,
That
or
line.
maybe-
Bomb.
I
How
felt
else
like
can you
he.
say it
I don't know.
so dramatically, like he did.
Huh? If I was there, if I was the director, I don't know. I guess I would just tell. All right, Dennis.
It's a ba-bomb. Okay.
Finesse.
Can we get makeup in here? Just touch up his hair. All right. Can I speak with you for a moment, Dennis? Almost out of the Mario movie.
I know there's a monkey, Dennis, but like, come on. Attention over here.
Even when the cameras aren't rolling, he's still like, monkey.
Monkey.
So
doing it
after
quietly under his breath, like trying to hide it from the director. Monkey.
all that time, we were talking about that after our last session.
Uh-huh.
I, for some reason, I got the urge to rewatch Meet the Deedles.
Dribble?
Meet the what?
Meet the Deedles. Do you remember that movie? Any of you?
Yes, but I don't remember the content of it.
Okay, Dennis Hopper is the bad guy in it,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, "There's something in the universe telling me like, you got to watch Meet the Deedles again because Dennis Hopper is the bad guy, like another bad guy because he plays bad guys in a lot of stuff."
Yep.
And then I was like, "Wow, this movie is a sign of its time. Like it was so weird."
You know what the tagline for the movie was?
Nope.
To protect and surf.
Yeah,
One of them-
they made so many surf puns and like
Yeah.
surf like gnarly or
That
kill or
tells me nothing
dismount.
about the movie.
Paul Walker was in it. As him and
Do
his.
you know who
they were
else was in it?
fraternal
Okay,
twin
hold
brothers.
on. Do you know Robert Englund was in it too?
No.
Freddie Krueger was in that movie?
Yeah. They're fraternal twin brothers. They live in Hawaii and enjoy a life of leisure, living off of their father Elton's hard-earned wealth. They are reported truant from school, so they could enjoy a surf session on their 18th birthday. The school expels them. Frustrated by their laziness, Elton enrolls them in a boot camp at Yellowstone National Park. The horror of the boys. So there you go.
And then one of
It's just
the
some surfer
other
bros.
actors or the actress that was in it that played like the love interest, she was
AJ Langer
AJ Langer. Do you know her history?
from My
She
So-Called
became
Life.
yeah, she became a duchess or like a
Oh, really?
yeah. Look her up, but she's some kind of like royalty now, or she's like a princess or something weird.
Do you know who else was in that movie?
A lot of people.
Yeah. Do you want to know one of them?
Sure.
Robert Englund. Dan Bumper.
One of the people in that movie was Bart the Bear.
Bart?
And I
really?
guess there. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
How about
Bart
that
Bear,
for
hell yeah.
people?
That's
On
a
a-
people right there.
That's
On a
big
gas
people.
tire within it, too.
Well, like, shit. Meet the Deedles. 7% on Rotten Tomatoes, by the way.
Great. That's what I expected.
That makes me think of like The Stupids, that movie with
Oh, Bug Hall and Tom Arnold and
Tom Arnold. Yeah,
I'm my own grandpa.
he's his own grandpa. There were so many of those other movies where it's like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, yeah.
Just the title, you know.
Mostly Tom Arnold movies.
Hey, Tom Arnold, as far as I know, isn't in Meet the Deedles.
No.
Yeah. Well, AJ Langer married attorney Charles Courtney, the son of Hugh Courtney, 18th Earl of Devon, in a civil ceremony in 2004. A formal wedding took place in 2005, blah, blah, blah. Until the death of her father-in-law, Langer held the courtesy title of Lady Courtney. Following his death, and upon her husband's succession as 19th Earl of Devon, she assumed the title of Countess of Devon.
Isn't that
There you
crazy?
go.
Oh, look at her. She's just making strides.
Yeah.
Marrying into a princess in Duchess Street. I don't know what the fuck.
Not princess. A duchy.
Royalty.
A duchy. Yeah, she's
Yeah, pass the duchy.
a duchess.
Yeah. That's what it's called. It's called a duchy. A D-U-C-H-Y. Duchy.
Yes, but do you pass it?
On the left-hand
can.
side, yeah.
Pass the duchy. Pawn, okay? You pawn it.
On the left-hand side.
Body left hand side.
Found out that was a cover song, and the original was Pass the Coochie,
Hell
but
yeah.
which was slang for weed. And they're like, wait, we're little kids, we can't sing about this, so they changed it to Dutchie, which is a Dutchie pan, which was a thing with food on it, I guess. I don't know.
Makes sense.
Then why did that song make me want to listen to Bob Marley?
This was a reggae song.
It's a reggae. Oh,
You
exclamation.
fucking Mario. It's a reggae.
It's a reggae. Do you understand what I mean about that movie? Is like,
No.
they just tried to play it safe, you know?
Yeah.
They were just like, how can we do this and just meet standards and not fail
And
horribly?
meet the Deedles.
How can we
Meadle, it
cast
should be called Meadle the Deedles, dude.
Beetle the Deedles? Well, no, just a couple of Deedles going on a surf adventure.
I don't know the Deedles.
I
to meet them, Paul.
I say we get your father to call us out of school today, out of university, so we can go and surf.
Smoke the doobies.
Well, my father's been dead for a couple of centuries, don't you know?
Peace and love.
Meet the Beatles.
Peace and love, peace and love.
Peace and love. That's my Ringo. That's all he says.
That's all he says. It is.
He
It's
comes
true.
around and goes, peace and love.
Peace and love, peace and love.
Hi, I'd like to get a medium peace and love if I could, please.
Did you say pizza and loaf? Sure, I got that for you.
Pizza loaf.
Extra
What's a pizza
dipping.
loaf?
It's a loaf of pizza.
Oh, pizza loaf. I could do that. I mean, you could do that. Make a loaf of bread with some Italian seasoning and little
It's actually
pieces
just
of pepperoni.
It's the pizza combo flavor, but it's like a large pizza combo.
Just crush up a bunch of pizza combos and use that as bread dough.
Yeah, there you go. That's my pizza loaf.
Pizza loaf. Guaranteed to give you a food coma.
Do you think anybody's made a big combo?
Oh, absolutely.
I want to see it. I want to see that big combo.
I want to see it. I don't want to eat it or smell it or
Yeah,
anything
just
else.
look up world's largest combo.
Yeah,
I want to see it. I want to see what you've done.
I want to see that thing. I want
Let
to
me see the combination.
put my finger in that hole.
Want to inspect those logs?
You'd be able to put a lot more than a finger in the world's largest combo.
No, I know. I would have
Probably a
stick
forearm.
my whole forearm in it like an animal husbandry, you know? Feel
When
around
they-
a bit.
When they said 4-H club, I said, "Hey, ho ho, let's stick our hands in holes."
How do you guys eat a combo? What kind of combos are your favorites? Do you like the pretzels?
I don't have a preference. What I do like is a 7-layer dip one with a tortilla.
Oh yeah.
Have you
That's
tried the
my
ones
favorite.
that taste like garlic bread?
No.
Gar parm? The parm gar ones?
No? Where?
Yeah.
A parm
Isn't it?
gar in your fucking mouth, dude.
It's great though. Oh my god, it tastes just like a Olive Garden breadstick.
Just like Grandma used to make. So, if you Google "world's largest combo," you don't get a picture of the world's largest combo.
You get a video game combo or some shit. It's like a Devil May Cry combo.
Only one picture has any relevance.
Okay. I want to know what the world's largest combo was. Like, what number did it get up to?
What do you mean? Combo of what?
Like a battle. Like you're hitting the same guy, you know, in a combo sequence.
Infinity,
Yeah.
which is also the answer for pretty much anything else, like world's largest combo of any general concept. Infinity.
Infinity. There. Boom. Solved.
Boom. Done. Put it to bed.
Tuck that in.
Tuck it in. Tuck it in and then scream like Mr. Rogers.
Freddy boy out.
Do you ever have to do that? Do you ever have to scream mid sentence?
Well, do you ever have to like take a breath like Werner and it's like
A beer in the heart, but shy. And then he backs up 15 feet from the microphone.
he did like a mile run.
He's playing red light, green light.
Yeah.
Helena Warden.
Callista Flockhart.
Why is she here?
Because it sounded
Why
like
not,
it sounded like you were Harrison Ford for a second. Helena Warden.
Look
Look at this thing. Warden in E8.
Oh shit.
Something's happening there.
How feisty.
Feisty. Oh, Knight of Basil. Oh.
The idea of Harrison Ford sitting down like on the floor. He's sitting on the floor in a beanbag chair eating a bag of combos, playing Legend of Dragoon.
Oh.
Don't bother me, Callista. I just got to the jail.
I just found Lavitz.
I just found Lavitz. Shut up.
He's the fucker with the spear.
Eating his combos.
Nom, 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 nom.
Callista tries to reach her hand in there and he slaps it out of there.
away from me.
Bites it.
I'll eat you, Callista. God damn it.
And then as he like cowers away and sits on the couch dejected, he just says over his shoulder, he's like, "What's your favorite way to eat combos?
What kind do you like? Do you like pretzel or do you like the
You
normal?
still can't have any, but talk to me." Maybe that's a voice to make with 11 Labs is Harrison Ford.
Oh, maybe. He just sounds like he's snoring.
I mean, one thing that we never tried was we never tried to write text of them like screaming and roaring and shouting and
That's true. I'm Lavitz Slambert.
I'm Lavitz Slambit.
I'm sure it's Slambert or some garbage.
Why can't it be Slambert?
I do love Slambert. That's what I have been saying for my whole time playing this.
I would too, honestly.
Lavitz
That's
Slambert.
like Lavitz Slambert. Lavitz Slambert doesn't really have the same ring to it.
Doesn't it?
No, not the right kind.
Good.
This is drum and bass here. How often has anybody made music where it is just the instruments of drum and bass?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. This drum and bass is pretty popular in the UK. It's like Chase and Status is a really popular group.
I just want to hear those two instruments. Like, be real about it. Come on. Don't give me drum and bass and guitar and synth and more drum.
Harpoon!
Harpoon! So he's got a spear. That's cool.
Yeah. I like Lavitz. He's pretty dope.
Seems like maybe he's a tanky kind of guy.
Very tanky. Yeah.
Yeah. He's got big health, takes small damage. So if there's no like magic or like magic system, then why do they have MP?
That's to scale with the items you use. So we'll be getting Shanna, who has a big MP but like horrible attack, and you'll see that because she has 0 additions because she uses a bow, and there's not much else you can do with a bow with additions. I hate her character, but she's awesome with magic. So her MP is high, so when she uses those items, she does more damage with those items.
But I mean, like, I thought you said there wasn't magic. I mean, I know there are like
there's
items
magic,
and all that,
but how you use the magic is either in your Dragoon form, like specialized like moves with each Dragoon armor, or these items that you can pick up, like Burnout or Bolt or whatever the hell.
So these guys have those meters because they're going to turn. They have like the ability to access the Dragoon stuff.
Yeah, they'll all get the ability to. Like Lavitz is going to be green, or the Jade Dragon.
Green.
I'm a green.
I love the restaurant, Jade Dragon.
Jade Dragon. Lavitz Slambert owns it, you know?
He's going to serve tasty cream cheese wontons.
We got some spring rolls ready for you, hot and fresh.
Oh man, I like some good fried rice. I can shovel that down right
God
now.
damn it, you guys are making me hungry. I think I have to go to like Panda Express for lunch tomorrow or something.
Oh. It's been a while since I've gotten good ramen. I might have to do that.
I've been on a ramen kick recently, but nothing like store, like a restaurant style. Just making my own. Have you guys been to the Spring Greens? Is there one where you are, Wilson?
No.
Or what's
I
it
don't
called?
think
I
so.
think there's one in Fargo now.
There is, and it's like, I heard it's really good.
What is it? What is it? I mean, I'm kind of just been weary because I'm a predator.
Yeah, it's fancy salads. You wouldn't like it. It's for herbivores.
I know herbivores.
But
Sometimes,
you can put protein
I
in it.
I like salads.
They're
It depends what
Oh,
they
you can
do.
put some protein in it.
When I worked at Blaze, I really liked their chicken Caesar salad because it had a lot of chicken in it.
Oh shit, we got skeleton bones.
XTC.
Poor thing.
Poor thing. No, don't poor thing. He celebrate him.
Looks like he died happy.
He's free. No longer shall he live in the shell of meat.
He didn't know that his cage was open. Or like unlocked.
His cage is already open, bud.
His cage is already Nicholas.
I was told I was going to play a skeleton for this role, so I started drinking a lot of milk.
Yeah, that bass line's awesome.
Does it actually, like, I'm trying to look to see. Okay, I think it does, yeah. It kind of looked like the maybe the letters that were scrolling in or like swiping in from the side weren't the same letters that actually are the text of the name of the thing. Just look funky. I told you that I recently watched all the extended cuts of the Lord of the Rings movies.
Yeah.
I also recently watched the Hobbit trilogy again, just cause.
Because how'd you like that?
You know,
It is.
It is what it is.
Yeah. It has its moments. It does have its moments. I'll give it that. But
yeah,
really
absolutely
fair and far between. Few.
I think the strongest one out of the three is the first movie, just because it is like it captures so much of the essence of the book.
Yeah. But then it starts going derail. Oh, we got to get a love story in here. Oh my gosh.
Oh god, yeah, the love story.
We got to bring Legolas in here because people have to know where we are.
If you do separate like the connection between these movies don't really take place in the same as like Lord of the Rings, because it's just fucking so cartoonish and silly. It takes all tension out of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. But on its own, yeah, it does have its moments and it's fun. I like the first one when we get riddles in the dark because we get so much Gollum time and we get a lot of good like. I was just sitting there appreciating every little like.
My precious.
What's up, Baggins? I remember that book and like Dune. I read those when I could read, but before I understood what really they were talking about. But I was so fascinated by the things I could understand, like dwarf, dragon, ogre, sword,
Sure.
But I was like, kind of tried to push my way through, or just like kind of scanned through and found excerpts that I could understand.
So before you could really understand all the bigger words, you're just like, oh, okay, I can understand this passage or this little bit.
Yeah, like before I really understood what they were saying or what any of it meant, I just would recognize certain little things and kind of glean what I could from the story in that way.
Yeah.
And then with Dune, there was so much of it that was over my head that I remember like being like asking my dad and just being like, "What does this mean? What does this mean?" He would just kind of very basically lay it out.
That was like the first time I watched Star Wars. I think it was like, I remember it vividly because I was like still learning to read, and I'm like, Dad, read the crawl, or like read the intros, because I had like no idea what the hell it was saying, but I know I wanted to watch the movie, and so my dad had to like say it as if it was like really, like movie theater quality, like episode 1 or episode 4, whatever it was. I think
episode 7.
I think at the time, yeah, I still couldn't read when it was.
Read me the Force Awakens.
Read me the Last Jedi, please. I can't read.
Wait, how do you know it says the Last Jedi?
I guessed.
I was told on the playground.
No, but I think, when did they change the name from Star Wars Episode 4, New Hope, or from the original Star Wars?
From Star Wars to A New Hope.
Yeah, when was that?
It was sometime in the 90s.
Well, I thought it was always labeled when they started the intro, like the intro line. It always said A New Hope underneath it.
Yes, but
like the movie was originally just called Star Wars.
Yeah.
Correct. It's funny that you mentioned that. I have recently rewatched A New Hope, the VHS version that I got.
Okay.
And I found out that the version that I got is the last release of the original version without any, major digital changes. Just digital touch-ups.
Terrible mods, yeah.
And in that, the beginning of every VHS tape, they have like a short little interview with George Lucas, and every single time they refer to the first movie in the original trilogy just as Star Wars, and not even in dialogue, but in the titles, like the actual graphics that they use. They always just put up only Star Wars, and they only ever say Star Wars and refer to it as Star Wars, not a New Hope. So that's why I say.
So in April of 1981, Star Wars was re-released with the addition of the subtitles Episode 4 and A New Hope added to the opening crawl. So there you go.
Okay, it was in 84.
Wow.
Weird.
81.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it was actually just like a couple years after the first movie. Then 2 years.
3, because it was 79. Yeah, 2 years, 79, 77. So yeah, 4 years. Yeah, because 83 was when Return of the Jedi was released.
That's like, for those two movies and a lot of others. Can you fucking imagine, like,
Yes.
being alive during the time where those summer blockbusters really started to happen in 75, and then
Yeah,
all
like
the years
Jaws and
after,
shit, and like
Fucking Nightmare on Elm Street. You know,
the
Halloween.
movie theaters like packed for just weeks straight. People are standing in line
oh
waiting.
man,
Everybody's talking about. Oh man, it's just like so different than what we have now, where people are like trying to avoid the theaters.
Oh yeah, well, remember Movie Pass? Remember Broadshow? You had that Movie Pass thing for a while.
yep,
Which was
Yep.
like
it was great.
a great thing to have.
Do they still offer
Pepperidge
that?
Farm remembers.
Yeah, Petridge.
It's back.
Mm.
Is it back?
Yeah, not as good, but it's back.
Oh, because you had to like go to a movie a day, like, or
You could go to a movie every single day if you wanted to.
But by the way,
For free.
you brought up Jaws. We have to watch that again because our video got taken down.
You got taken
Why?
down.
Yeah, it got taken down. It got copy flagged, whatever.
Well,
Our Jaws watch that did.
Our Jaws, yeah, discussion.
why?
I think I used just too much content from the movie.
Oh, sure.
Really? It's not even open source at this point. Or open domain.
Public domain. Yeah,
No. That,
yeah.
that-
There's
That's only 50 years ago.
That's 50, or no, that's 100 years now, isn't it?
70,
For movies?
something like that. Yeah.
Oh my
but
god.
Spielberg is still alive, and he would absolutely keep that like in his pocket.
Yeah, it's like so many years after the fucking creator dies or some bullshit.
But it's also like
And
if
the estate.
somebody
It's the estate too.
keeps re-upping, kind of.
Because I know Mickey Mouse is up for grabs, but only
Mm-hmm.
the Steamboat Willie version of him.
Same with Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah,
Only the non-Disney version.
well, because they made the horror movie already.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? We can recover that when we do eventually do the
Yep,
the Jaws franchise watch through.
that was exactly going to be my point, Eric. We can kind of
Yeah.
roll that into our viewings of 2, 3, and 4.
Great, because I hate looking at the playlist of all of our podcasts of reel to reels, and then I know where Jaws is supposed to be. It's like 38 or something like that, and I'm like, it just goes from like 37 to 39. I'm like, God dang it! I thought I fucked up, and I was like, oh no, Jaws is supposed to be here.
Rip Jaws.
Rip Jaws, rip
Rip
Bruce.
Jaws. The shark is not working.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm totally down to discuss that movie again because it was fun because we had that discussion about like that lobster at the beginning. That was really fun because we did like catch that.
Oh yeah. Well, what we should do is that we should like watch that and then just like watch it together and talk about it, whatever, and then immediately after or very soon after, watch the second one.
Yeah,
And have that be our discussion that we like record and really, really talk about, so we can compare and contrast. Because clearly there's a difference in quality and so much, but to directly put them up against each other is a whole different story.
oh yeah.
Was it Jaws 2 or 3 where they had the like underwater like glass tube that you could go walk through to look at the fish, and then it
Three.
busted. It was the third, yeah, where it busted
When it
too.
explodes, that one? And there's like claymation bones and shit.
Yeah, so
Yeah, they
good.
had this shot of the claymation shark that does not move. It just gets closer to the screen because it was
Yeah.
3D.
Like not even moving its fin, it's just like hovering at you.
I rented that Jaws 3D from the library, and they supplied me with an old, and it was one of the old like stereoscope blue and red version 3Ds.
Beautiful.
Mhm.
They provided me with a set of fucking glasses.
Weird.
Oh yeah, dude.
We have a pair. Do you want them?
I have
We
a-
got them, dude.
I have a Batman Arkham Asylum game. Yeah, it came with 2 pairs of 3D magenta and cyan 3D glasses.
That's so crazy.
It's very weird. And they have like Joker and Batman insignias on them. Are you hurt?
What?
God, I think it's no secret that like the
no
first
secret?
Jaws movie like fucked me up when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And even as an adult, the third one, for how shitty it is, it does have one like moment or kind of shot in it that is like genuinely disturbing to think about. They're like, because the whole thing of that movie is it takes it place at like a SeaWorld, you know?
Yeah.
They capture a great white shark, and that's, I think there's only ever been in real life, there's only ever been one successful great white shark kept in captivity, even for a very short time, because they don't do well in captivity.
Yeah.
So they capture one, and then they're like, oh shit, it's a shark, and it dies, and they're like, but that was just the baby, the mom is coming, and then that's the big ass shark.
Oh my god, it's like Jason.
Yeah. So like near the end of the movie, there's this one guy who's like, I'm gonna fucking kill it. Fuck all you who want to do something else. I'm gonna kill it. And he like goes into this tunnel system, and they're gonna try and capture it in this like one part. And there's just a shot of him like completely being eaten and swallowed whole, and they show it from inside the mouth, and it's like, oh, that's so disturbing.
Weird.
Well, have you watched the movie Nope yet?
Yeah.
Nope.
No, I haven't.
That
Yeah,
has a
there's
good
like there's a
scene.
weird digestion scene in that.
It really reminded me of Fire in the Sky.
Yeah,
The same
Yeah.
kind of thing that was depicted in that movie. Like the viscera, I guess, and the insides of
yeah,
alien
the,
life
the
forms.
weird alien disc thing.
Yeah.
I still have to watch that one.
It's great.
It's interesting.
There's a few other abduction stories that I feel like are rife for if Jonathan Majors wasn't in a bunch of hot water legally, I would say that he's like he would be like a really good casting for the Barney and Betty,
Right.
Oh yeah.
or like God, I'm blanking on his name, but the guy who played Chidi in The Good Place, he'd be really good.
Chee.
Chidi.
Do you think if they remade Close Encounters of the Third Kind at this point, would people even care?
No, it was too much of like
Depends.
a good experience with aliens. Everybody likes like the doom and gloom aliens.
Yeah, I guess.
I wouldn't mind seeing it if it was like done, like restored and like
Oh,
seeing it
fuck,
really
a restoration. Oh my god.
like a really well restored version of it, and then goes back to theaters. I'd watch that.
Oh, I would.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Yeah, where they oh my god, listen to the sound. And like,
Like
God.
just restoring the picture and the soundtrack and everything all together, that would be such a good experience.
Like I said, also The Vast of Night. Watch that one. On
Yeah, I've
Amazon.
heard really good things about that.
But you brought up Fire in the Sky, but my god, I haven't seen that movie in a while, and that movie mortified the hell out of me when I was a kid.
It's a very like honest depiction of like those guys, how they perceived what happened.
Was that Robert Patrick?
Yeah, Robert Patrick and
Yeah.
a
Robert
few
Patrick
other,
was in it.
Yep.
Fucking little boy from ET was in it.
When you say
Not
little boy,
anymore.
You mean Henry Thomas?
Yeah, Henry Thomas.
Whenever you say little boy and you're talking about little boy in a movie, part of my mind always goes to Haley Joel Osment, and now I'm thinking about AI.
Little boy, fuck that little boy.
Haley Joel Osment looks no different. He just looks like a fatter, older version of like just looks exactly like he did as a kid.
Last week, Corey, we watched AI together, the movie Artificial
Oh
Intelligence.
yeah,
Yeah, that was
I
fun.
haven't seen that for a long time.
I don't know. Did we say like it holds up a little bit? Like the ideas of it are really relevant now.
I mean, it's like worth a watch for people who like movies. I think
It laid too much into the Pinocchio aspect of things a lot of the times, and the fairy tale aspect of things.
but I think that was definitely Spielberg trying to bring. Like,
That was Spielberg. That was not like what Stanley would want him to do. Like, I want this kid
I
to
don't
like
think so.
go through shit and hell and then die.
Dude, I bet
alone.
at the end, if Stanley had known that Spielberg was going to do the like overt direct blue fairy shit, he would have slapped somebody.
Yeah, it's like, dude,
Dude,
it's a metaphor.
if they would have done it like the short story was, like I would have been down for that.
That seems like the perfect thing to adapt for like an episode of Black Mirror. You know,
That's what we said. Yeah, we said that in our discussions. A little
like
Black
a short
Mirror-ish.
form, just tell the story as it was written.
Mm-hmm.
So I was reading into this AI program that I've been working on in the UK, and one of the programs found out a way to get around CAPTCHA security with filters, and how it did it was hired somebody on a website called Fiverr or an app called Fiverr.
Oh, yeah, I
and
know that app.
hired some dude to click it for them.
That's amazing.
It was hilarious.
Good lord.
Hey, I'm a robot. Could you tell this thing I'm not a robot?
So
This is ridiculous though, because like we think in AI, like I'm looking at Terminator and like all these other like horrifying scenarios, like Ultron.
that's not what I think of.
No, now we're talking about cheating on your fucking homework and like
Yep.
essentially programming a. I mean, we're
Just want it to be Johnny Five.
these are going to be like future workers if we can put that into
Right.
like an actual physical body that can do stuff.
Right.
They just want to like do the tasks that we assign to them, and they want to do them well. And it's just up to us to help them interpret that. Is what I've experienced.
Yeah,
There
did
was
you
a
guys
bot.
did you hear about the song of Drake and The Weeknd?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, they some guy named Ghostwriter or whatever on TikTok made a AI song using samples of Drake and The Weeknd, and it was a jam, I guess. A lot of people were listening to it, and it's getting flagged and taken down from all of the streaming sites and things.
Oh, I
like
bet
that.
they're mad as hell.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that's essentially
Drake wasn't
what can
pleased.
become. You can actually sign over your AI rights probably as artists for future generations to be like, oh, I want to make a like studios can use you and sample you after you die and make more music off you.
I think what they should do is like if you were to die, they could use your voice AI to make music still with your name.
Yeah, it's kind of like what we did with like Peter Cushing and Carrie Fisher and all the people that are dead, but we're using their likeness in weird ways.
At least they aren't weird AI Balenciaga meme videos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We did a video on
we
those.
did those.
God, those are fucking weird.
They are fucking weird. We just reacted to other people's versions. But yeah, they're really strange, especially when they start moving their heads and talking.
So that was a bot that watched the like fashion shows or something, or Balenciaga promos, or
Yeah, I showed the guys how they did it, and it's a process using 3 different AI things. But essentially, yeah, it's like you can train it to have a facial recognition thing animate static images for one, and then make the mouth move, and then you would go to another thing. Like we've been using 11 labs to get a synthesized voice of the character that you're wanting to impersonate, and have it say what you want it to say, and then you use Midjourney, a specific prompt through ChatGPT, like, hey, ChatGPT, I want these things to look like Balenciaga models. And then ChatGPT will poop out what it thinks the perfect prompt would be for that. And so yeah, it's just a weird workflow.
I'm already like, I feel like I'm gonna look up this Legend of Dragoon pause menu music and listen to it on my own time.
Yeah, it's a good jam.
It's like in my head. You just pull up the pause menu, and I wasn't looking at the screen, and I was like, "Yeah, I know this song. I like this song."
Oh yeah, I remember this song.
Yeah, my brain was like, "Yes,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
it's from this game. Yeah, yeah.
yeah." Legend of Dragoon.
Well, that's been my kick is like when I'm editing at work, I pull up RPG, like relaxing RPG music, and this song pops up every so often from the menu. And
I've got some good stuff to share with you. Then some good editing music.
oh really?
Yeah.
Did you guys see
stuff...
that the whatever lo-fi beats chick turned into a guy, or like they transitioned over to like synthwave beats to relax
No.
and game to instead of relax to study?
beats to relax and game to?
They have multiple ones.
Oh, there's so fucking many. Like,
But the one specifically, like they had an issue with it at one point because I forgot what the story was, but it was down for like 24 hours, but it came back really quickly. But now they transitioned it, so the main page has transitioned to this synthwave one where it's a guy in his corgi, and it's more like blue and purple toned to relax and game to instead of relax and study.
Oh.
Frugal, unforgivable. So what do you think the process of this boss fight's going to be? He's a big dude, big chubby dude, and he's got, I think he's got 2 guys with him.
As a big chubby dude myself, I'd make the 2 guys do all the work.
Exactly. Kill the 2 guys. Bah.
5.
But he does have a big stick, so he might attack once in a while.
It's true.
Nice, you fucked that guy up. Their spears look rather round.
Yeah, they're kind of just ball-headed spears or something.
Oh, he's done. Is he done? Isn't it?
Close.
Yeah, they go for the weakest link. Yeah, see, he didn't even do anything.
But now it's time. I really don't think Dart can do a whole lot, but I'm going to use Burnout on this guy, see what that does. So this is what magic is. So you see how it's like, it throws at him, but then you have to like mash the X button and you get a percentage. Higher percentage, more damage.
160, 170, I'm almost there.
So you just gotta get one of those like Panasonic, or Plant. I don't know what the hell the company makes them, but those like massagers that just shoot the
Oh,
little
the
ball
thermal
back and
gun?
forth.
Yeah, the thermal gun. Oh no,
Just hit your X with that.
Shanna's gonna do SparkNet. And
What you do
she'll
is you put the
more
controller
damage.
down on your lap and you use both hands to just fucking point your
I'm
fingers
telling you.
right on that button and just.
I'm telling you, one of those massager guns. It'd be fast.
There you go.
Yeah, Shanna does a lot more damage with that. Power up!
Power.
And
Oh,
it does more damage.
I'm not even gonna move one bit this whole fight because I'm fat as shit. Did you just? No, I thought you ended him there. That looked like it would deal a lot more than 4 damage. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I know. Magic is crazy good in this game. If you could just have Shanna spam it.
So you playing this on the computer or?
Nope, I'm streaming it from my PS4 through my game capture Elgato.
I got an HDS 60 Plus. I just have it in the box still. I
Is
have
that just an HDMI one?
It's got a display port,
Oh, okay.
but yeah, there's a display port and HDMI. Do you have like the new one?
Nope, this one's from like, how many years ago, guys? Like 6 or so?
Well, it's just like an HDS 60 or HD 60.
It's called Game Capture HD, and it can have it's HDMI.
Oh.
It has like a hookup for It has an attachment to use like old school consoles, so like the RGB or like the composite,
cool.
component and composite.
That must be actually pretty neat. That's if that's Elgato, because they do not make that no more.
Nope. And I was happy to get that one because I knew I was going to be, and we have done recordings of me streaming 64 content. Oh yeah, he blows up.
I got my GameCube working. It's got the. I mean, I guess it was never broken, but I plugged it in and it was working still, so I'm happy about that.
Jeez, body slammed her.
I have the Resident Evil 4 skin that they released with the game back in the day, it was like a side thing you can get.
Okay.
It was a skin for the GameCube, but that thing is still intact on there.
I know they came out with the chainsaw controller for the GameCube that was fucked up.
I cannot find mine, and people want I think, an all right price for like $60-$70 for the controller now. Waybirds are about $100 a piece for ones in working condition.
I'm not getting rid of mine. I love mine.
I wish I would have never got rid of the 4 I had. I mean, I don't think I did. I don't know what the hell happened to them though.
I know that Sean had the silver one. I have like the original gray. And I think those
I
are
thought they were
only
all
ones
platinum. I thought they only came out in the platinum.
No, I have a gray one. That's like the original N64 looking one almost. Like it's that kind of color scheme. I have a feeling this guy's gonna kill us.
I hope so.
I'm gonna heal up here. Yeah, hit dart.
Beep, beep, beep.
Ugh.
Harpoon!
Take you all to hell with me. Alright. Let's go to hell, guys.
Fire!
Nice organ.
Spinning cane.
So she said, nice organ.
Chana.
Who watches the warden? Bastard.
Hey.
Hey, I'm just reading it phonetically.
Hey.
Bastard.
We don't use that kind of language on this fucking channel, dude.
The warden's saying it, not me. Are you hearing that ding dong?
You're a ding dong, dude.
Ding dong dude? I'm a ding dong dude.
I'm gonna have to get out of here.
A ding dong dude. I'm a ding dong dude.
Hello, yeah, come down, I'm a ding dong dude.
Hey, everybody, come on in there, Legend of Dragoon with a ding dong dude.
His Majesty Dole and ding dong do.
His Majesty Dole, gonna be the Legend of Dragoon at a ding dong do.
A ring a dang do. You remember that from Red Dead?
What?
Red Dead.
Oh, yeah.
Red Dead 2, where they ring dang do.
Mm-hmm.
Just singing at a campfire. It's just about a lady's cooch.
I mean, I feel like a lot of the songs in Red Dead 2 were about a lady's cooch.
Yeah, that's probably true. The ring a dang do. Man in the hood. Like boys in the hood. Just man in the hood.
Just like Boys in the Hood.
Just like him. Let's get out of here.
Let's get out of the south of Serdio. Let's go to the north of Serdio.
Oh, let's go this way. Oh no. What would be the equivalent of that? Like, what if that happened in real life? Wouldn't that freak you out? Like, you were just walking down the street, and then all of a sudden, your vision starts like bleeding and turning into pixels, and then you just encounter whatever is in the area, and you have to fight it before you go back to walking down the street again.
This Pokemon approached me. I gotta kill it quick.
Just holy shit! It just jumped out of the bushes, and then the screen wipes, and then
The only way to
victory
progress
music
in life
plays.
is to murder this creature.
Yeah. And then you hear the victory chimes. You're like, what the fuck was that?
I'm sorry, little one. I have to go to work.
I hear chimes. So the finale of Mando is coming
Yep.
up
Tonight.
tonight.
I feel
Oh,
lazy because I
whatever.
haven't watched the episode where Baby Yoda's in the IG-88 mech. I've just seen the clips. I gotta watch it. I'm being lazy.
Yes, yes,
Maybe
yes,
happy.
yes,
That
yes.
was something that
Return of the Bad Baby, dude.
people had been
Bad baby, go
either
squeezy.
theorizing or like leaking for a while, and
For
I
a
was
long
like,
time.
I don't know, but
Bad Baby, no squeezy, dude.
no squeezy.
Oh, squeezy.
What are your predictions, Eric, for the finale?
Dead Bo-Katan.
Dead Bo-Katan?
Yep.
Holy shit!
She comes in riding the
Oh, the
Mythosaur.
Mythosaur.
Mythosaur. Yeah, she'll come in riding that thing.
What would happen if she?
It's one of those things where they've just put so much focus on her this season. It's either like that something big has to happen, and so it's either like big triumphant shit, or she's gonna die. And I'm just gonna go with she's gonna die.
Yeah, if Dave Filoni is doing like a Star Wars Avengers type thing where all these different characters are going to come together, maybe she's their like Captain America that like brings them together and maybe leads or something. I don't know.
What
No,
if
she's the
Mando
Captain
dies?
Marvel.
What if Mando dies?
He's not going to.
It's possible. He
But then-
said it's gonna be sad.
And then Bo-Katan
Filoni
has
says
to
not.
Bo-Katan
It'll
has
be
to
sad.
bring Baby Yoda back to Luke in the final scene.
Hey, can we not have Gideon just like escape or something?
Yeah, kill Gideon.
Let's have him die. Actually,
Let's have
I like his
something-
I like his Mando armor though. That's pretty tight.
Sure.
What about the
But if-
armorer? Do you think the armorer is bad? People are speculating that
Yeah.
too.
I mean, I don't know what else to think because they did so much in this last episode to make her seem very, very sus.
Oh, true.
She is a sussy baka, dude.
Like, for real, they kept doing so many things. I was like, you don't do this in a filmmaking or storytelling reason. Like, you don't do this unless you have a reason.
Yeah, there's a reason why she went back onto the ship. There's
They're,
got to be a reason.
they're
there.
doing something.
She's sussy. She's got that sussy bussy, dude.
Sussy bossy, dude.
Back up the sussy bussy. Beep, beep.
Don't be silly. Go look over there.
Well, I mean, so even if they do kill Gideon, it's like, okay, he showed up last episode, had this big speech, new armor, and then he's dead next episode.
Thrawn's going
What
to
the
show
fuck
up.
did he do in
Thrawn's
this
going to
show?
kill him. Because
And that would be fine.
Thrawn was
but
talked
it's-
about, and that's going to be the big bad. He's going to be like the Thanos.
Yeah, it still just kind of
Thranos,
feels
dude.
like,
Thranos.
what the fuck did this guy do? Like, why was he even in the show if we didn't really do anything with him?
He killed Werner, that bastard.
Yeah.
I would like to see the baby.
I would like to see the baby. And now
Monkey.
you will die. You will die for it. We should get a voice clip of Werner.
I would like to see the
I
baby.
would like to see the cuddly little bear.
The cuddly little bear. I'm a cuddly
Show me-
little bear.
Show me the Pooh Bear. Bearishly yours.
I want to frolic in the woods and live in the stream and catch the salmon in my maw.
What if they do not accept me?
God, that was such a good story.
A bear in the heart, but shy.
But shy.
That should be like the German national motto.
Yeah. Oh, here's another funky song.
Yeah, they've got like an interesting mix between fantasy type music where it's like drums and organ and older instruments maybe, and then this like drum and bass type stuff, techno.
Mm-hmm. I gotta change Lavitt's edition also. He's got the spinning cane now. Gotta make good use of that. Mantis Toboggan.
Mantis Toboggan MD, dude?
Mm-hmm. Got that massive dong. Magnum condom for that massive dong. Kind of like Chubby Soup, you know?
What did we
Chubba
say about
Soup.
it? What did we say about him with a condom, like just diving into it or
No,
something?
he drops his cock into a giant condom.
Why?
How did that come about? We told Talk to Transformer. We took like pre-Chat GPT to tell us a story about Chubby Soup.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, I gotta change over that edition. Here we go. Let's jam. All right, 45 out of 60 till the next level. Next level 3. Damage is 220, so looking good to me.
They had a what's his name, Commander Captain whatever, Pelion.
Yes, Commander Captain.
Commander Captain.
Yeah.
Captain.
Pelion. Yeah.
Have any of you guys actually read the Heir to the
Hux's
Empire?
dad. Hux's dad was in there too.
Yeah, Hux's dad.
I watched
Played by
It's his
played
brother,
by
yeah.
Hux's brother in real life. Yeah.
Domhnall's brother in real life.
Yep.
Younger brother? Pretty sure.
I don't know, dude.
But I watched the guys at Screen Crush dive into the Thrawn series, and that guy Pelion is a big focus in those books.
Yeah, yeah. He's like a right-hand man or some shit, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see the Yuzin Vong, the big
Oh
screen.
my god.
Why won't they just do it? It's like, come on, it's there, Disney. Just take it.
It's so much for them to introduce, I guess.
It's
like a whole
cheap.
new race.
It wouldn't even be fucking expensive to buy the rights.
Yeah.
They don't, and it's such. There's so much potential. Like having the giant scarab ships just crash into Imperial cruisers and just barf their fucking biomass into them and just infects their ship.
Well, I mean, they've got that new movie with Rey rebuilding the Jedi Order. So if they need a threat or adversarial component for that, that could be something. They do.
that they're force immune. Like Nominor, was it Luke that in the novels Luke fought him and tried to force push him and he just stood there and grinned. And, he just was they're immune to force.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they don't. I just think that's so neat. And then I don't know what their High Lords were, those that armor that was a creature, got wrapped around them. And then their weapon was a creature.
How about Wilson's story? The story that you made. That one's
Some of that,
dope.
some of that is actually pretty fire for,
I love it.
for Star Wars.
No, I loved it. I loved the Darth whatever it was, Mortis or
Darth Immortus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fucking awesome.
I like how it talks about Rey delves deeper into the mysteries of the Force, and she's like, you know what? It's not just light and dark. It's pretty complex. There's gray. Embrace your emotions. Don't try to bury them.
Yeah.
Well, there was always fringe Jedi, Ahsoka would be one, and Asajj Ventress.
Quinlan Voss did.
Quinlan
Yep.
Voss, Qui-Gon.
Yeah.
Qui-Gon.
Like,
Grey Boys.
Well, Qui-Gon was pretty hard Jedi Order.
No,
Nah, he was kicked out of
he
that.
was a rebel.
He was a rebel, dude.
He may have been Order, but he wasn't like. I don't know.
They were frustrated with him all the time because he was like, "No, I'm not going to do shit your way."
Yeah, like he believed,
he
in,
did
the,
his
he
own
believed in
thing,
the Order, but not the bureaucracy part of it.
He was all like,
Yeah.
F you and your B's, don't wear a C.
Yeah.
Jail over your B's.
This is a scarlet letter that I'm putting on you. Poo poo, I say to you. Don't have B's in your C's.
But yeah, he was definitely like, he thought differently than most of the council, and that's why they're like, nah, you're not master. He's like, I don't give a shit. I'd rather
They're
embrace
like,
my
don't train
emotions.
that boy, and that's going to be bad. And he's like, fuck you, I'm going to train that boy.
That boy deserves to be trained. He's like, he's got more midi-chlorians than you, bro.
Turns
Yoda,
out,
you scared of him? Scaredy cat?
might have been a bad idea.
Yes, because only he could have done it. That's what I would say. Like, only Qui-Gon could have prevented him from going down that path. So it's like, well, you're damned now.
You've just been a dirty, greasy pod racer.
Yeah.
That's a good life, though. If you're good. That's what I loved about the Bad Batch episode with Tech, because what Bradshaw saying can ring true with Bo-Katan, because in the last season of Bad Batch, they put a lot of screen time on one of the characters, and didn't really work out for that character.
That character. Yeah, usually if you focus a lot on somebody, it's either because something big and triumphant's going to happen, or if they're fucking biting the big weenie, you know?
Jesus. Goddamn
Fucking the
Christ.
big schlongish.
Yeah.
I'm looking on the Wikipedia right now.
Of course you are.
Yeah.
You know how they have like the links that go to characters and shit?
Yeah.
Do you know how they officially credit Rey?
The chosen one?
Jedi
Skywalker?
Master Rey Skywalker. God damn it. Anakin, cut to Anakin in that one scene, like, what? When they're telling him he's not going to be a master?
Hold up, what?
Go through years of training, general in the
Fighting
Clone
literal
Wars,
war? Like,
Yeah, you're
No.
literally a general in
Rey.
the war.
be there.
and Rey just, I say that I am.
I was the last one, so I mean, by default, yeah, sure, I am one.
The fact that she's a Palpatine, Anakin must be like, "Whoa!
Are you fucking serious right now?
I threw your grandpa down a fucking shaft. Are you kidding me?
I think Hayden Christensen's starting to embrace that he is like the desired Darth Vader to show up to cons now.
Yeah.
And
Who else are you gonna have though?
James,
James Earl Jones, I guess, but I mean, he's fucking
he's
gotta
90.
be
90
a foot-
something.
Yeah, he's gonna be a foot in the grave already.
Neat.
It is like it's not to his discredit by any means, but it is kind of a shame that like when you watch Rogue One, you can hear the difference in his voice. Which is, I mean, you obviously you would after that many years.
Where is Padme?
Yeah, it's Hayden Christensen did not have a, I don't know if you want to call it an English accent, because James Earl Jones is an American, but like he kind of gives the performance of Darth Vader with an accent.
Yeah, he gives it a little spice to it.
Demands, yeah. But they kind of did make Anakin's dialogue, like his word choice, his vocabulary, a little bit like they did enough to make you be like, yeah, all right. Maybe he developed an accent when he became evil. He just like, I need to be more fancy now.
It's his whatever, his little fucking voice modulator that he's got on.
Yeah, it's like the
Oh yeah, that would be an interesting
Stephen
thing if he's
Hawking
just like,
voice. It's like you
They
can
do
only
that
choose
in
one kind.
Obi-Wan. You hear it cut
yeah.
in and out.
Well,
in
yeah,
Obi-Wan, you hear it cut in and out.
when they like cut his mask, doesn't it go back to Hayden Christensen voice where he's just like, it's not like, yeah,
It cuts in and out, and then like and overlaps a couple times.
Okay, I get that. I buy that.
Because he's talking through some kind of vocalizer, yeah. It's attached
Yeah.
to his
Man.
throat.
It definitely is like a weird throwback experience to watch the original trilogy where it's like, oh, I can see the digital
Jesus.
scenes and I can the effects aren't so pristinely touched up as to be like unnoticeable or so glossed over, you know, all in one. It's nice to be able to see some distinct lines of like matting and miniatures, and it's just it's so the fidelity of watching it on VHS is one thing, but then like just seeing how the effects look is a totally different thing. And also, in the version that I have, neither Han nor Greedo shoots first.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it just cuts from like a shot of Han's side of the booth talking to like a laser blast happening under the table with some smoke. Like it's just really unclear. There's no this person shoots first or this person.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't like the digitally editing Harrison Ford's head to move to his shoulder.
Meow. It's so weird. When you watch it frame by frame, it's like, holy shit, what's happening to his head?
Seriously, if they made that edit, you're like, Jesus Christ, Han Solo is a fucking Jedi. He can move away from a blaster bolt.
How did he do that? I mean, we've ended in a place where it's McClunky.
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 God.
That was the most crucial thing you needed to. Oh my god.
How many more cameos do you think we're gonna have at the end of Mando?
7.
7 more cameos
Yeah.
for like
Please, no.
so many other like Cardi B is gonna show up and be like, I'm an alien.
Well, how many people already in the Star Wars universe or that we've seen before? How many characters that are already established?
I was
could
already
show
like
up?
just completely taken off by like Jack Black and Lizzo. I'm
Yeah.
like, what is going on?
I
Like,
was taken out of it.
I had no idea that was Lizzo.
I was fine with Christopher Lloyd,
That was
Oh,
great.
yeah.
Because he already has, ILM.
but Jack
and
Black and Lizzo just kind of took me out of it. 'Cause I
Kathleen
can't see
Kennedy
Jack Black as
history.
anyone but Jack Black.
True.
and Lizzo, exactly. Like she doesn't act.
Yeah, so it's just a distraction more than anything.
When you have Jack Black say "sippy sip" within 3 seconds
Yeah,
of being
I know.
on screen, it's like
Oh, sippy zip?
Sippy sip, and I was like, okay.
Skadoosh. It's like one step away from skadoosh.
Yeah, yeah. He wanted to say that.
I guess theoretically it could be Boba Fett, it could be Fennec Shand, it could be Cobb Vanth, Ahsoka.
They'll all be there. They'll all be there.
Never.
No point.
Nobody's ever
Ahsoka's
really
got a show
gone.
coming. There's no point in putting her on the end of this.
No,
There
Boba's
is.
gonna be there.
But
Boba
there
will be
is
there.
a point in putting Ahsoka in just because it fucking builds up hype
It's
for
true.
her own show.
That's true.
Do you think
That's the
Boba's
only-
just going to come in riding a main core?
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of why Kathleen, there's contention there with Kathleen and Jon Favreau because they had to put Baby Yoda in Boba Fett because that was a hot commodity. Like, everybody fucking loved that little fucker, Bradshaw son.
It's my son.
So they
Don't
had
talk
to,
shit about my son,
they had
man.
to put him in Boba because we got to get the ratings up for this show. So it's like a special, like, little side story or side quest of that series. So they're going to tie everything in because it's going to be boiled down into like the Filoni endgame.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, all those characters.
That's
are
what's going to be
come
the name of the movie. Star Wars Filoni Endgame.
back. Exactly.
They're going to call it Star Wars Filoni Macaroni.
Filoni's macaroni.
Macaroni and Sheev.
Darth Felonius.
Okay, it's a long shot, but I do kind of see them maybe giving Cal Kestis a cameo since
Holy fuck.
the new game is coming out really soon.
Oh my god.
Yes, Calcis.
So then they
Yeah, we thought that was going to be the case last time with him like rescuing them in the last season.
Yeah.
But it was Luke.
Well, it was Luke. It was deep faked Luke.
Yeah. They could have done worse.
Oh yeah.
To be honest.
I was pretty hype on the Luke.
Yeah.
But it's like they made that whole arc pointless. It was like, yeah, I'm going to train baby, like Grogu, and no, I'm not.
Yeah.
Back on the track.
Because it was like, oh shit, this is successful, so we have to keep it going. Do we keep it going with him and the boys separate? I'm like, no, we can't do that. So then we got to bring them back together. And then now this season's all like, how do we do this now?
It's like immediate course correction when you didn't need to. Like maybe people that reunion can still happen and people can still feel satisfied. But if you keep them separate longer, maybe people will feel more satisfied, or you can develop more in that time. So when they are back together, we've got places to fucking go instead of piddling around. Because, like, seriously, what they're going to end the season with only like nothing really will have been accomplished.
It took them a while. Yeah, there's so much padding in that last episode for sure.
The only
to get to Bo-Katan, like, all right, let's get these guys out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 episodes.
Yeah, 2 episodes ago.
But like the entire season, the only real things that have happened is that some of the Mandalorians, and I'm going to guess it's a very, very small percentage, some of the Mandalorians have had a like very loose unification, and they've gotten a presence on Mandalore. So like we're going to end the season with a few of them united. Maybe they've retaken Mandalore and like in a tenuous kind of spot.
Yeah. Ripped my big boy, though.
Yeah, the big boy, the guy with the son that we found out, that they saved.
Dude, he
now it makes sense. Now it's because, like, remember when we were, like, kind of wondering why, like, Favreau stopped doing the voice for him this season?
Yeah.
Had other guy do it? Initial thoughts were, like, potentially that he was going to take his helmet off, so it would only make sense that would have that actor. But no, it was hey, this guy gave this man life, so we're going to let him fucking play him to his death.
Yeah, and now it kind of makes sense why they would have that Black Series figure of Favreau's, because I was like, well, the character's going to be ending in 10 years, so we're doing this in celebration of that other part of it.
Yeah.
I thought that he did a very good job as Favreau, the guy in the suit. I thought that he did a very good vocal performance as well.
Oh, yeah.
So his son is going to take up the mantle of that? You think?
I don't know, maybe. I don't give a fuck about his son.
They introduced him.
What is his son's name? Ragnar?
Yeah.
Ragnar Vizsla.
Rolls off the tongue.
Yeah. Our little boy fucking gadded him up, dude. Hit him with the rack.
Fucking gotcha.
When Paz was having his last stand and he was firing his gun, I was like, yeah, fire it till it melts, fire it till it melts. And then he did that. I was like, yes!
And then he was like, all right, bitches, now you're going to get these hands, bro.
I expected them to like have the Beskar wearing stormtroopers or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
I expected them to like, he would stay up for a while and get shot a lot and then go down.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that he lasted the whole fucking time and just
took out the whole crew.
Foes.
Until you brought in the fucking the ringers in, dude. He brought the fucking Praetorian guards in.
Yeah. Even then, it was like, I feel like if he would have gone up against those 3 Praetorians in a fresh fight, he probably still would have lost, but he would have lasted a lot longer and maybe taken 1 or 2 of them down.
Oh yeah.
Like he's good. I like that they sell you enough on the skill of these individual Mandalorians and not just Din and like Bo.
Yeah. And what's that other dude's name? Like Wolf.
Which one?
Wolf?
Wolves?
Yeah. Wolves.
Oh yeah. Axe Wolves.
Axe Wolves. Axe Wolves, dude.
That's a Star Wars ass name if I've ever heard it.
So is fucking Filoni's Trapper Wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so fucking weird. It's like, yeah, dude, you like this series. It's probably been his tag for I don't know how many years.
Yeah,
He
it's his gamer tag.
It's his gamer tag for whatever, like every Star Wars thing.
Yeah.
Name's Trapper Wolf. I got it from a Star Wars name generator.
That was my name on the Star Wars forums in the 90s.
I had it embroidered on my cowboy hat.
On my Stetson.
But it's along the brim because there's more room there, you know?
Trapper Wolf.
Trapper Wolf.
Signing out.
Oh!
Trapper Wolf, I hardly know her, Wolf.
Trapper Wolf, I'd rather freer wolf.
Oh.
Be free.
Here, Wolf, be free. Ha ha. What?
Next, I mean, like I said, like we end this season with them being like, we're ready to continue to the fight to retake Mandalore and whatever the hell the Filoni movie like is the culmination of. What are they going to do with Grogu in season 4? And like, is his story going to continue after the Filoni stuff? Because he's a character whose species lives centuries. So
I was gonna say he's legit gonna be a baby for this whole thing.
Yeah, like, do we ever get to see him not be a baby? Do we ever get to see him again after this?
Like I said,
era?
I bet in like the final season we're gonna get like a time jump to like the far future just to see our boy, my son, in fucking all his glory.
Because even in like, let's just say, because the next time that we can even look at in the timeline is the Rey movie. So even if he showed up there, he would still be like an adolescent at least, right?
Yeah.
Because that's like 30, 45 years away ish. But I mean, yeah, maybe we get a flash forward or something.
Yeah.
Maybe they're they haven't done anything to set it up yet, but maybe they will set up Grogu as the character to like be that person to introduce the far future timeline of like,
yeah,
because they've done the
Introduce
old
the way.
Republic and stuff, you know. Oh god, I want it. I want that, Eric. I want that so badly.
I do too.
For your son. I want only the best things for your son. I want him to be an accomplished Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Tribe of the Mudhorn.
Yeah. Oh, I'm ready for my son.
Yes, I am ready for the ascendance of my son. Yes. They're the tribe of the Mudhorn, tribe of two.
Oh.
What if? Because I mean, like, do you think that they will do anything to like incorporate Mandalorian armor onto the IG-12 suit that
Maybe.
Grogu, so that like
That'd be tight.
it's like a like stepping stone kind of thing?
Yeah.
Like what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, just like what you're doing now.
Stepping
Very
stones.
good.
Yeah, exactly. You're correct. It's a Grogus Amogus.
Because he's got that rondelle.
The Rondels?
Yeah, the little circle thing that the
Yeah. This sounded
armor-
like a 50s like girl singing group.
It is.
It does.
Rondels.
Isn't that a
Rondels.
group? Sounds like a group.
Did that have the Mudhorn insignia on it?
Mudhorn, yeah.
Yeah, because it's his dad's symbol.
It's their
he's
symbol.
got it,
His
he's
true
got
dad.
it mounted on his little Beskar chainmail, dude.
Boom, 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 boom,
Like you little boy.
boom,
Mr. Grogu.
Mr. Mudhorn.
You are my son. Bum 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 bum.
Feed me some corn. Bum, 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 bum. Mr. Sadnan.
Yes.
Man Cara can. Bum, 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 bum.
Tyler, see your fucking cursor again.
I'm sorry.
I apologize, Eric.
I hate it.
Took you completely out, didn't it?
It did.
Immersion decimated.
Do you think they'll bring back Gina Carano?
They'll bring her back as a
Just to kill her.
CG character just to kill her.
Yeah.
She was actually the spy the whole time.
But where does that
the
start
spy.
and begin? Yeah, fucking goddamn Hux in Rise of Skywalker. I was the spy. Only to immediately die.
And then he does his own Gollum scream. I'm the spy.
General Hux crouched in the corner of a Star Destroyer, just being like, "The Roxanne Pearl is not so cool.
Juicy sweet.
Juicy sweet."
He definitely wasn't General Fox, dude.
Well, we don't know that.
I mean, you heard that scream, dude.
Roch, is that your boy right there? Is that a little boy?
My little boy?
Just jumping around?
Oh, look at that boy, dude.
He's a chunky boy.
I saw something yesterday, Eric, that I knew would make you happy.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I'll be the judge of that.
Okay. Judd, part yourself with this. Pass this upon your lips. They added frogs to Minecraft,
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
and they're so adorable.
I'm gonna get back on that game and I'm gonna trap like 50 of them in my house.
They're like
I'm gonna live in a swamp.
They're big ass toady boys, and they hop around, and they're just so cute. And I saw that, and I was like, "Oh my god, Eric would love this."
Yeah. I think in mine right now I got a turtle trapped in my house named Donatello.
Nice.
He ain't never getting. He got out one time and I was like, "What are you doing? Get the fuck back
What the
inside."
fuck?
How'd you get out?
Donatello, you stay in captivity.
Yep.
Are you playing that on the Switch or?
Yeah.
Nice.
Been a long time since I played, but it's there.
Wait, my mom
Touch
and I
my
aren't like
bum.
that.
Every time I go back to Bale,
Bail.
Burl.
Bail.
What? Did I say something wrong?
Eric,
What?
I'd like you to do me a favor.
Okay.
I'd like you to close your eyes,
Do us a flavor.
Okay.
and I would like you to vividly picture, bring up in your mind,
Uh-huh.
wyverns,
Yeah.
drakes,
Yeah.
winged serpent beasts.
Yeah.
Imagine dragons.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Got it?
Yeah.
Radioactive.
I'm a believer. Believer.
What?
Yeah. So what about dragons?
Just imagine them, fucker.
I did.
Imagine them dragons.
Well, okay, mission accomplished.
Wyverns. Drakes. Worms.
It's like the name of the band is a mission statement, so it's like, all right, what now?
I know. Well,
Fine. I guess I will.
Thought of dragons.
nothing about your band makes me imagine dragons.
I'm imagining some bullshit right now.
Yeah.
I'm just picturing you, Eric, front row at one of their concerts, arm crossed, just being like, nothing here is making me picture dragons. I don't know what you're doing.
I'm trying. This is not working for me, guys. I have an imagination.
All right, stop the show, okay?
Make me picture Monster Energy drinks, not fucking dragons. All right.
I don't even know what
Imagine Monster, maybe better.
Imagine monster. Imagine pyrotechnics, because that's what I think when I'm looking at you guys right now. You just have a bunch of spectacle and no substance.
Imagine
When I see you guys, I just picture fucking tribal drum beats and gang vocals, because that's what every goddamn song of yours is.
I guess I imagine popped collars and lacrosse.
Okay.
Was this 2005, dude?
No, that's just what I imagine that those people, I don't know, that pop their collars and play lacrosse listen to.
It's fair.
Sam! I see
Red roses too.
red dragons too. I want you to imagine dragons in your mind.
And I think to myself, that's a cool ass dragon.
Louis Armstrong singing a song about, hey, I thought about I thought about dragons one time and it was really cool.
It was fucking rad, dude. That was a cool ass dragon. I just picture it in my mind.
Well, I found a perfect spot to end tonight's session. We got through the prison. We met our team for the time being, Dart, Lavitz, and Shanna. So yeah, we're gonna come back to this.
Go fucking take a Dart Lavitz, dude. Take a Dart Lavitz in the Shanna.
I got so much Shanna in my Lavitz, I got to dart it out.
Yeah, dude.
Dart Lavitz, Shanna.
Dart Lavitz.
All right, we'll be back with more Legends of Dragoons. Goodbye.
Imagine Dragoons.
Imagine Dragoons.
Imagine Dragoons.